So how do you get a dog to the U.S. or Canada? Those are the easiest that I know from from Costa Rica, and that's where I've done most of all of my adoptions. In fact, all of my adoptions to U.S. or Canada, one to Mexico, but all the rest to U.S. and Canada. And it's a fairly simple process. There's a couple of variables, and the variables just off the top are the airline. First thing's important, the airline that you're traveling needs to be a pet-friendly airline in that they allow for dogs to be checked as luggage in a carrying case and that kind of thing, or stowed under the seat if they're small enough, or carried on with you. So that's really the very first step to find out. So once you know you're on most of the American carriers are pretty dog-friendly and animal-friendly, so it's pretty easy to take your dogs. There's a fee of anywhere from $100 to $200 depending on the airline. And that's a dog traveling with you. So you just check it, and that way you're with it when you go through customs, and you can take it back out and recheck it for your next flight when you're connecting, and then have it and just walk out of the airport with it when you're home. Very easy process. I've done it many times myself. So, but first things then, when you go back, from once you determine that your airline is good and you can take that dog with you, you then have to get the paperwork done and the shots done. So you've got to make sure the dog's got their rabies shots and their local shots, which we do, or their immunization shots. Then you get a paper, a certified paper from the veterinario, the vet. You get a certified paper that says that you can travel with that dog and that dog is healthy and has all of its shots and is healthy to travel. And then you make a very small bank deposit of a few dollars, $4 or $5, to cover the administration costs of that. And then when you go to the airport, of course, you need to have your carrying case, and that needs to be, what airline approved carrying case, and which most are. And then you go when you get to the airport and you check in, and that's the process. It's pretty easy. They'll then take the dog and check it. Most airlines keep it in a, obviously in a pressurized part of the plane where they store that particular type of cargo. And I've had 100% success rate so far with dogs traveling and being with that. So once you do that, you've checked the airline, you've gotten your paperwork for the dog, he's got his shots, you bought the carrying case, you show up at the airport, you check him all in, and you do that, and then you basically are done, and that's how you're done. And I still get emails and pictures today of incredibly happy people with their Costa Rican dogs that have really changed their lives. So it's a great thing. Costa Rica is considered a rabies-free country, which means that the rabies is completely under control here, which is why you are allowed without quarantine. There is no quarantine in the U.S. or Canada. So it's why you are allowed to travel freely with dogs back and forth as long as you have their health documents in order, which is the certified paper from Costa Rica. And the same from U.S. or Canada when you're entering here with the dog. As long as you have that, again, it's a rabies-free country, meaning there isn't it just means that we have that disease completely under control through vaccines, and so they're doing all the immunization, and that's part of your paperwork that says your dog has had his rabies shots, and that's the rabies scene.